How's it going, everyone? Mike Moo here. Today we're taking a look at the new DJI Mic 3. I know I'm a little late to this game, but I had recently decided to go ahead and pick one up and try it out. Now I have the DJI Mic 1, 2, and 3. This will be my third version of the DJI Mic series, and every time I always get it with the charging case whenever it's possible. And I recommend you do that as well if you are going to have a dual mic setup. It just makes sense to add just a little bit more for that. Now there is a DJI Mic Mini, which has really tiny microphones as well. This one has quite a bit other features in there that make more sense if you are a professional creator. Namely, that one of the big ones is that you can add 4 transmitters to the receiver, and also that you have the integrated time code for seamless editing, and then you also have dual file 32-bit flow internal recording. But you know, you're paying a lot more for those features. If you are just a solo creator and you're not too concerned about those things, DJI Mic Mini right now is on sale for like $80, including a charging case, which is amazing with 2 transmitters. That's ridiculously good. So this is pretty much in for the prosumer or more professional solo creator like myself. All right. So this, unfortunately, one downgrade that maybe you might overlook if you have the DJI Mic 2 is that this does not allow you to plug in your own microphone. The microphones are built into those mini little transmitters, and there is no way, at least at this point in time, to plug in external microphones. Maybe what they might do, or they as in DJ might do, is to add on a DJI Mic 3 or DJI Mic Pro or something like that. But we don't know. In fact, actually right now, it's kind of up in the air. We're just a couple days away from when the FCC ban might happen. And that's going to be a shame because I do love DJI products. It's probably good to mention that I'm not sponsored by DJI. I did get this myself. I got it over at Best Buy. I have links down below. If you're interested in this, please check them out. Use my links. I would really appreciate. So I'm surprised that this actually comes with a soft case as well, which is very much appreciated. The previous ones did not have that. And why is that a problem? Well, you know, your unit like this could get scratched up and, you know, mar up other things inside the case as well. You have plastic rubbing against plastic. So I do appreciate this nice little case. If I had to give a value to this case, I put it around 15 to 20 retail value, but let's say, you know, in China, it's probably just a $5 or $6 add-on. Totally worth it. If they sold this separately, I would probably get it as well for my DJI Mic 2 series. It really is a nice case with a little grab handle over here. It has nice little pull tabs for the zippers, and there are multiple pouches in here to help you segregate different things in here, and that could be very useful if you are not necessarily wanting to bring this hard case, which you can. The hard case is fully optional, and you just want to stick in the microphones in here separately. What is awesome about the hard case is that it has a built-in batteries inside the case that will charge up the microphones. So it's very similar to what I had in the DJI Mic 3 series, in that you really pretty much, battery life is pretty much becomes a non-issue for most people that are using it, unless you are true on broadcasting live 24/7 like a professional live streamer. Okay, so this case looks very similar. I think it's a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's definitely smaller than my Mic 2, just from looking at it. So this is going to be great or better for travel. It's a nice made case. Let's check the creak test. It's made fairly well. I can push in this part a little bit, but you know, it's sufficient. It's not built like a brick. I think it's reasonable level that I expect from DJI. There's a nice logo over there, and you can tell that it's Mic 3 based on that. You press this in. It's funny that they had to put this on here. I guess people didn't figure out that the button's there, but and voila. So this looks very similar to the DJI Mic 2 series. When you open it, the layout's kind of very similar as well. I noticed that there's a little bit of a space over here for you to add on an adapter in case you have like the lightning connector that apparently this doesn't come with. No, it does not come with a lightning connector at all, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, so if you still are using an older iPhone, you can probably get the lightning adapter. Let me see this connector, and you know what? This connector looks like it's identical to the previous other connectors. So if you have an older DJI mic system and you already have the lightning adapter with that, it looks like you don't have to buy one. You could just use that one for this. But you know, because Apple has phased out all the lightning stuff, that is less of an issue. You got to be very careful of these things. These are relatively proprietary, and if you're out and traveling and you lose this, that could be a problem. However, luckily, and this part right here is the receiver, just so you know. It has the important out and also the headphone jack, which is also amazing because they didn't always have this. So you can monitor the input coming in from here, besides looking at the levels over here. And then you also have the out cable, which is typically included, and I see it right there. And what is nice about this, which is a nice improvement here, is this is actually locking. See, there's a little bit of thread in there that your cable will thread onto. And this piece here then goes in here, and oh man, chances are I'm gonna lose this little piece right here. So this thread's in here. So let's say I'm plugging into my computer, or plugging into some other USB-C port, or I'm plugging into my iPhone. This is the type of cable that I'm going to be using in here. And let's see if they made it so that it fits while the adapter's in there. Yes, it does. So that's probably the best way that I'm going to use it. I'm probably going to leave it like that. And as you can see, powering it on, it's already flashing already. It's already pre-connected. It's letting you know how much record time you have on here, the fire time. And as you can see, this first time now it is activated. Now it is actually charging up the unit. So it was in a sleep mode all the way until you first open it. Now it's actually charging the unit from the built-in battery. As you can see, the built-in battery here is a little bit. And one thing about this is that while you can see the status of these three individual pieces and their batteries, down here is where you see how much power is left inside the built-in battery of the charging case itself. Again, I think the charging case is amazing to get. I think you should pony up for this full-on version with it. In case you do decide to buy different pieces separately, save some money, I think it's worthwhile to save up for something like this individually. Okay, so this is one of the transmitters. As you can see, it's way smaller than the Mic 2, the previous generation. But I was pretty happy with the microphones on the Mic 2, and the noise cancellation as well was also pretty good. So I expect that to be really the same or similar here. This clips on via magnets because it's so small now. Look at that. And it's pretty strong. I'm like holding it out. You can see it's a couple of millimeters apart and it is still holding on strong. So I don't think that anybody's going to have any issue really in general use with these microphones clipped on magnetically to your your shirt or wherever it is that you're doing. What I kind of dislike is seeing a lot of this type of stuff getting clipped onto randomly clipped onto certain hats and stuff. But you know what, I haven't tried that myself. Maybe that's something that I might end up liking, and who knows. Hopefully I don't end up that way. But see, the microphone can also be attached and locks in a little bit of place here because there's little grooves that stick out here, and there's 3 different positions you could do it. So it could be this way, you could lock in this way, and I do believe it also locks in this way. All right, now I just pressed the button here by mistake, and it has, of course, inside recording. I press that again and it will disable. These things can all be configured through the main receiver, but it's pretty cool that I can stick this on right now. Like literally, I can stick this right now on myself and just stick it on my clothing, and I can have good audio that's already recording in here that then I can then transfer out to sync up later if I needed to, right? Even without using the receiver, it has the built-in recorder here, and that's very cool. Okay, one thing I see that's also missing from here that I would have preferred to like in this case, let's double check here, is that there does not appear to be a windscreen. Oh no, there is a windscreen. The windscreens must be absolutely tiny for me to not have seen that. So we looked at receiver, we looked at one of the 2 transmitters here. I'm going to stick this back in. And then we looked at the charging case. We also looked at the carry pouch a little bit closely. The 2 magnets and the magnetic clip. All right, so magnetic clip is this piece right over here. That clips on like so, and it's already pre-done right over here. I love that. I love how small and compact that is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the little other accessories that are in here. So you got the locking audio adapter cable, which I talked about briefly. You have the USB-C data cable, which is also one way that you can charge the unit down here below. And the 4 windscreens, I really appreciate that they added that as well. As you can see over here, we have these 2 little grooves These are where the windscreens lock on and attach. And I think at this point in time, no third parties have made any of those windscreens separately. But, you know, in the future, maybe that's going to be something that does happen. Okay, here's the locking cable. It's locking on one side, not both sides. That's pretty typical. Here are the two magnetic clips, and these are very strong. These are definitely very strong magnets. So if you want a little bit less bulk, as opposed to this one, which is designed so that you just clip, let's say this is the shirt, you stick it down your sternum, you clip it on, and it comes on and off like that. Or because these are so strong, through the shirt on the inside, in case you want to do it that way, is you can have this inside the shirt and then just have it like that. See, so now it's fully attached like so. So there's this. I wish there was a storage spot in here for all of this together, but we'll see how all that works. And here looks like the bag with the 4 windscreen protectors was down here in the groove off camera. And these will, as you can see the grooves here, they fit just like so, and it clips on. Very nice. I like that. I'm impressed. I think these are a worthwhile upgrade for most people if you are not using a professional microphone that is plugged in already. Because I've heard the sound samples that come out from this, and it's excellent. It's going to be more than enough, at least for me, who primarily publishes on YouTube. So I definitely recommend that. And the great news about all of this, that I went through all this real briefly, is without going over the professional features, which maybe I will do an upcoming video as I use this, because I'm only just getting this today before my trip, is that there are going to be 3 different voice tone presets. That's completely new. And two level noise canceling settings. Before you pretty much only had 1. I'm excited about the extended operating time and also the fast charging. I'm also excited about the dual band anti-interference lossless audio transmission. That is something that is definitely an upgrade. The only downgrade, as I mentioned before, that I can tell from all this is that there is no way to plug in your own external professional microphone on here. But, you know, they probably just looked and seeing that, you know what, most people don't use it. Most people find that the microphone is already good enough. But frankly, the closer you can get this to your voice or the audio source, the better. And for that, I think that they've improved the microphones enough and that's why they believe that it's not necessary. You could just use these. And I used to use one that was very, very good. However, the support has been waning, and you know, it doesn't sync up with a receiver. So I can do up to 4 in here. You can do different upgrades in here on here. All right, so I'm excited to go ahead and start using these. I'm going to be using this when I'm traveling. I'm going to leave my mic 2 at home and use these exclusively for my travel vlogging and footage. And I look forward to share my experiences with you over the coming month. But CES is coming up, so I don't know, all of this might get delayed. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I know this type of stuff is covered fairly extensively by all the other professionals out there doing their reviews. Note that this is not a review. This is just an overview and unboxing of the DJI Mic 3 at this point. Again, if you're interested in this is currently on sale at $280, just about anywhere DJI is sold. And if I were you, I would try to get one sooner rather than later, because we don't know what's going to happen with the whole DJI ban that's coming up. I don't know if this type of stuff would technically be affected. Maybe it's just the drones, but who knows? All right, please give us a like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. So you're going to have this case. You can put the different accessories in here so that you don't lose them. And that is great use of this soft case. Highly recommend just getting the whole kit with the charging case and everything. Even if you don't think you'll use the second transmitter, I think this is just the way to go. Less likely to lose all these little bits and pieces and parts. Although I wish this was a reclosable bag, but that's a minor thing. Standard USB-C cable is fine. There's a little other zipper thing section down here. Throw in the magnets, throw in all this, user guide if needed. Oh, that's a new sticker. And this final piece here that could potentially get lost pretty regularly.